the Santelli Exchange. Rick?
Hi, John. Yeah, now calm is not our favorite word on trading floors. But I will tell you there are two words that have become totally not my favorite words: implicit, explicit. Let's go back a ways. I remember doing business on this trading floor, actually a trading floor connected to this we no longer use, where it was all about banks, mortgages, GSEs, and the fact that Freddie and Fannie, among the GSEs, was able to borrow at a rate nobody else could borrow at. So they drove the mortgage market. Now, how that turned out is definitely history. It's called a crisis. But when I was doing business as a broker, I remember many times having conversations that none of these products are backed by the U.S. government, although market participants believed in an implicit, meaning kind of not truly written down but implied guarantee. That proved to be an explicit guarantee. So my question right now is, are investors' returns becoming an entitlement? And it's not from the standpoint of the United States. It's actually a global scenario. So now let's go to the heart of this conversation, China. Now, China really isn't doing anything that the United States didn't do first. Maybe they're doing bigger. Maybe they're doing it just a little different. But whether it's Japan, whether it's Europe, whether it's China, the idea of trying to prop up returns in the equity markets, whether admitted or not admitted, is going on. So the real issue is, how far will they go? And if it doesn't work out, and they've pretty much tried to force people that save into turning them into people that invest and take on more risk, if it doesn't turn out well, do they have a moral obligation to help out? You know, is it kind of like a student loan? You know, you go to college, but you couldn't get a job. What was the value of education? You listened to all the central planners. You did what we wanted you to do. You invested in stocks. If the rug gets pulled out, is there going to be any bailout? Is there going to be a bail-in? I can't tell you, but what I can tell you is that if you think China isn't committed, and in the early stage, if Greece could make it 5.5, 6 years, how long can China try to prop up their market? I think a big miscalculation. Listen, I don't agree with any of what's going on, but I don't think that it's black swan soup yet. And real quickly, you know, in the old days, you know, you used to have the economy, you used to have the politics of the situation, and you had policy or central planning. You know, I think that the central planning has gotten so big, it's dwarfed it. And when I was talking to friends about this spot, they said, no, that isn't right. It's more like central planning is here, and embedded, you have economic conditions and you have political conditions. But I really think what's going on in the world means that the central planners are in control, and I don't suspect they're going to be giving up the reins anytime soon. Carl, back to you.